And we begin this morning with breaking news on the economy. The final numbers are in on a year that was not good for Canada, and we shouldn't be surprised. Our economy contracted 5.4% overall last year, the country's worst showing since quarterly records started in 1961. And of course, this is a direct result of the pandemic. Our gross domestic product rose 0.1% in December over the month prior and was up nearly 10% in the fourth quarter. That beat estimates. With more, I want to turn to CTV's chief financial commentator, Patty Levitt-Reid. So, Patty, we got to look at how bad it was. And as I mentioned, we shouldn't be all that surprised, but things are looking up.
You're right. When you look ahead, Stats Canada does a flash number for the month of January, and they do see that increasing 0.5%. In the fourth quarter, we did see the economy grow 2.3%, but you just alluded to it. In December alone, it was up 0.1. That was on the back of mining and energy. Now, this 5.4, yeah, it is the worst number on record. And when you compare to what happened in 2009, we saw a contraction then of 2.9%. So you can see how grave this situation is compared to the last recession. Now, we were spending in some ways. Housing increased 4.3%. We saw an uptick in new construction, renos, transportation, and they were all up over 4%, but definitely a pullback in business investment, non-residential buildings. When it comes to spending, we didn't spend as much in the fourth quarter on trucks and utility vehicles or passenger cars, but we were spending still on appliances and furniture. And exports, imports, they all declined. They slowed down, not necessarily declined, but they did slow. But when it comes to that saving rate, Marcia, that we've talked about so often, for the year, up 15.1%. 3 consecutive quarters of savings. That number for the fourth quarter was up 12.7%.
Okay, markets, dollar reacting to this report, Patty?
Yeah, the dollar's not moving all that much. And I think it's a good point because you and I have been talking about the dollar hovering around 80 cents US. Last I looked, it's about 79.06 because we are looking in the rear view mirror right now. So for now, I think as steady as she goes. You started off the segment by saying this is not going to come as a surprise, and I don't think anyone is.
All right, Patty, thank you for that, and we're going to see you later this morning.